Is that? No. No. Oh, hello. Welcome back. I thought there was another gold nugget in there, but it's not. It's just my eyes. I think they're stinging from this. Oh, stinks. That smell. But as you can see, I'm in the process of getting rid of some of this manure. Bill has said he will buy it off of us. He's quite welcome to it. It is horrendous. It stinks, but it will clear that side of the yard up. So I don't think I've got a full trailer load, but I'm going to put this load in. We'll finish off this load, and I think that'll be it. We'll come back to that. I'll leave it. I'll just put this bit in because there's plenty to do on the farm in terms of other jobs. The sugar beets, that took forever to pick them up, a good couple of hours, but they are all in the silo. I think we've got over 200,000 litres of sugar beet, which is insane. So yeah, that took quite a while, but like I say, we'll come back to that. We'll leave that. I've had enough of that, to be honest with you. We'll grab this guy. We've got a few things we can be cracking on with, so let's leave that trailer. I think that's nearly full. It's not far off, is it? We'll leave the trailer there. I'll go back to that. I could possibly finish that off somewhere, but what I like to do for the rest of this afternoon is sell off our silage. We've got weeds in the oat field out the front, so we're going to need to deal with those, get rid of those. And then I'm thinking if we've got time, I might cut a little bit of grass, because our grass field over here, I'll drive out and we'll have a little chat, because I'm going to head on up to the shop. As you can see, we have got weeds in that field, so we'll need to deal with that, which is going to cost us a little bit, because we're going to need to buy a sprayer. The shop have got a sprayer up there for us. It's not a huge one, but it is cheap, it is affordable, so we are going to go for it. Right, so this is our grass field. We probably could cut that now, but I'm not going to just yet. And then this was the sugar beets. We've got weeds poking up through there as well, but I'm not worried about that. That will need ploughing anyway, because we've had a root crop in there. I was going to leave this as two separate fields, but I did say a while ago, but it'd be quite cool and quite good for us profits wise to have this as one big field. So I think we'll hold off from doing any work here. Over the far side, past the two fields we've created over there, is where we're going to plough out and have our grass field, because I don't think we need a lot of grass. We haven't got any animals yet. I'm still waiting to hear back from Willie in terms of the feed troughs he's got, so we definitely are going to have some off of him, and we need to get rid of that tree at some point. So again, we're going to need some sort of stump grinder or something like that. That's something I've got to sort of work out, suss out. There's always something to figure out and do, but we're going to head on up to the shop and collect this sprayer. We're going to have to grab some herbicide as well to kill off the weeds. We probably could use a weeder, but they are quite expensive, and I'm not sure the shop's got many in, so we're going to use a sprayer because it's a lot cheaper for us, I think. Right, so there's our sprayer. I did say it's quite a small one. I think the tank only holds 1,000 litres, but it's pretty smart. John Deere one. I think it's about 9 meters spray width, the guy said in the shop. All little hoses. That's pretty smart though. That'll do us 5,850. That's just cost us, so I think a lot cheaper than getting a weeder. And we are going to have to get some herbicide, so the guy is still over there in his truck, so we'll go and visit him, get this filled up. Now I have become quite friendly with this chap over here, and I've actually asked him, I know we're not a million miles away, but it would be nice to have some sort of supplies at our farm if possible. So I've said if we get things in place, could he do a delivery to us every now and then, or as and when? And he has said yes, he will, which will be quite easy for us. If I pull up there, he should start filling it up for us. He's a nice chap. Yeah, I won't talk too loud because you think we're talking. Oh, tap on the, yeah, thank you very much. Awesome. Yeah, so what I was saying is if we get some things in place, he's happy to deliver down to us, so we don't always have to come up here. I know, like I said, we're not a million miles away, but it is just mainly for the convenience. And if we are using quite a lot of a product, so say for instance, I'm not sure how far this herbicide's going to go because we've only got 1,000 litres. If we weren't to get all that field done with the amount we've got now, instead of coming all the way back up here to get some more, we could just fill up from down at our farm. So again, something else that needs sorting out, so we will look into that. So let's get down and get rid of these pesky weeds. And like I say, the ones in the sugar beet field won't be a problem because when we plough that area up, that will get rid of them. We'll dig deep into the soil and rip them out anyway. And then we will need to, after we've cut the grass, obviously we will need to join those two fields up to turn them into one. Right, where does that field actually start? Is it this side of the post? It is. That is horrendous driving. I think I've jackknifed the trailer. That's awesome. Right, let's have a look what we're doing here. Right, so that folds out. That's pretty good. I've still got the narrow tyres and wheels on, as you can see, because that is going to be ideal for what we want to do. Oh, and also we need to finish off fertilising the field in front of us, because there was a couple of little spots here and there. I didn't get round to doing that after the sugar beets. Kind of had enough then. So I went in for some lunch and then chilled out for about an hour. And then come out and started trying to clear that manure. But this shouldn't take us too long. That will allow us to drive into this field. And you can just about see where the weeds are remaining. If I do miss any, I can go back over them a little bit later. But I'm hoping we can get all this done with the amount of herbicide that we have got. But we will see. Right, I think we might have to do 2 passes, but we are almost done. I think we're about halfway through the herbicide, just over, but it is kind of a big field. I always forget how big these fields actually are until you start working in them, which has made me realise that that field over there, that is going to be huge. So we need to kind of start working towards trying to get some bigger equipment, but that is going to be more expense. So yeah, until we start getting in really good money, I'm hoping that silage pulls in a decent amount, but these two crops as well, hopefully we'll get a bit off of that. With the sorghum, it depends whether we go down the chicken route or not. I might have to wait and see what these troughs are like from Willie, because if there's kind of like a tiny one in there, maybe we could use that for chickens. I'm not sure, but anyway, that should be all that field weed free. I will go around there later on when we kind of wrap up and just have a walk through, make sure there's none poking out is what I'm trying to say. If there is, I will deal with them. And again, more equipment we're building up and not enough sheds. So sheds is another problem we find ourselves in. Where should we put this? I will just drop it over here for now, because we won't be needing that for hopefully quite some time, if I'm honest. But that will always be our sprayer, so that's only going to have herbicide in. We've got spreaders for everything else. Right, what else do we need to do? Oh yes, let's get that silage sold, shall we? I'll hook up to the loading wagon. We'll do what we did before. We'll just literally drive over this. It should pick it up. I know it's not the most elegant way of doing it, but time is money, and I think that will be better for us. The greenhouses, they're still going okay. Looking forward to selling our first sort of products from that. That'd be nice. Right, let's get this uncovered. This has been covered up for some time now, hasn't it? So let's pull this sheet back. Whoo! That's got a bit of a smell to it as well, but that isn't as bad as that manure over there. Tractor's looking a bit filthy. Right, so let's see what we can do. As long as we don't get stuck. Right, there we go. There's a full load already. Happy days. I don't think we need a bigger loading wagon yet. We'll leave it at that. But if we start going down the animal route and we start needing grass picked up, hay picked up for feed and whatnot, then possibly we might have to upgrade. But again, it's whether this tractor can handle it. But let's head on over to Seth's, because he's going to be the best price for us. We know that for the silage. And we'll sell this one off. Hopefully we get a decent amount. And then it's going to be quite a few trips again, backs and forwards. So what I'll probably do is sell this first load. I'll come back, keep going backwards and forwards. And then we've got the last load. I'll bring you back in. And hopefully our bank balance would look a lot healthier. Very beautiful down this side of the map area. So much that I haven't really bothered going exploring, but we haven't really had time, have we? Ever since we arrived, it's just been all systems go, things happening. Anyway, let's get on over to Seth's. It doesn't matter whether he's there or not, we can just carry on, crack on. Need to get up that ramp again though. But anyway, let's cross the bridge. Yeah, it looks beautiful now we're in the summer. And then it's this first ramp here, isn't it? So we will back up there. Try not to smash into the picnic bench. Should literally be able to tip if we just poke the rear end in. I'm not on that ramp very well at all, am I? There we go, that will do me. Let's get that first load sold. And then, like I say, there will be quite a few loads after this one. But the money is gonna come in, which is good. Happy days. Not a huge amount, but it's better than it just sat there under a cover, isn't it? Right, I will see you a little bit later, guys. Right, we're just collecting the last little bit. It's not a full load. And that is it, I think. Yes. Happy days. Let's head on over to Seth's then. So we've got a pretty decent amount of money from that load of silage, which I'm very happy about. Let's cut through. I think there's a hole in this fence somewhere, just there. We can go across the field because it's only grass and an empty field now, just to be quicker. But yeah, pretty pleased with that, the amount of money we've got so far from that. Whilst I was doing that, I did phone up Bill just to double check that it was okay with the manure to take it to him as and when. He said yes, absolutely fine. Now he's got something for me to look at. He knows I'm quite an avid film / movie fan, and he reckons he's got some film memorabilia up at his scrapyard. I have no idea what it is, but he's wondering if we're interested in buying it, but I'm a little bit worried about what it might be, seeing some of the junk he's got up there. So I think when we've done our little jobs, we're going to pop up there and have a little look what that's all about. I'm not quite sure, but we'll check it out anyway. But let's get this sold off. It's not going to be a huge amount because, like I say, we haven't got a full load. And then what I want to do to wrap up things for today, because we are running out of time a little bit. I don't want to get too carried away and end up sort of doing half jobs here and there. What I want to do is put some fertilizer down on both of our fields, and then that should be that done and dusted. And I think we'll wrap it up for the day. I was hoping to maybe get a cut of grass done on the field or the area where we're going to place another field, and that will be our grass field eventually. But like I say, I'm not going to do that, and then it's just going to sit on the deck. Yeah, so we'll leave that for a minute, that's fine. Right, so that is all the silage done. Happy days. Awesome amount of money. Have to start thinking about things though, and thinking sensibly. What do we need in terms of equipment? I mean, to be fair, at some point we're going to need a bigger tractor in terms of horsepower. Oh, there is a flashing light on this tractor. I don't know if you can see that, just at the top of the steering wheel there, look. Oh my goodness, I don't know what that's about. I may have to get this checked out. It's not long had a service, so that's worrying. Talking of tractors and renewing tractors, we may be doing that quicker than what I'd hoped. But anyway, yes, getting back to what I was talking about. So yeah, bigger pieces of equipment as we go. Could do with a bigger header on our harvester as well. I'm happy with the harvester. That is awesome. I think that is very, very good. That is definitely suitable for us for all our time here, I would imagine. We haven't got really, you know, big steep hills and slopes. We're pretty flat. Let's cut across the grass. And like I say, the tractor, this is only about 140 something horsepower, I think, which is not bad. It's pretty good. It's done very well for us. whether we keep it or whether we part exit with something we get. I don't really want to get rid of the Massey because obviously that was Uncle Jimmy's sort of sentimental value, isn't it, there? But I'm not sure. And sheds as well was the other thing I had in my mind that I wanted to mention. We're going to have to get some sort of sheds going. Maybe I could rope in Bill and his brother. His brother's a pretty good bricklayer. Whether we can get some sort of brick shed put up, I don't know. But we have got plenty of room here. The farmhouse or little trailer, whatever you are going to call it, it's not a house, is it? It will do for now. But eventually it would be nice to get some sort of house on the go. Right, that had lime in it, didn't it? Let's just double check. Let's jump up. Yes. And that was going to be our spreader. This doesn't hold a lot. So again, that could go at some point. I'm not going to do it today. We'll see how it performs, because basically we're going to do both of those fields. I'm pretty sure there is some more fertilizer in our silo if we get short. We've got a little bit in there. I think we'll top it up. Let's go and see what we've got. I'm pretty sure we have got some in there. It's going to be a little bit annoying if we do have to go up to the shop. Which again goes back to me saying earlier about there we go, that is full up now. That's awesome. Yeah, it goes back to me earlier saying about getting some sort of storage down here for lime fertilizer and things like that, and getting our friend to come down and deliver it. I keep saying friend because I don't actually know his name, which is a bit naughty and rude from me. But I don't know, I haven't really felt the need to say, oh, what's your name, by the way. There's me saying earlier, look, we've become pretty friendly with him and I don't even know his name. I will find that out. Well, that would be a start, wouldn't it? Let's get this done anyway. I'm pretty much probably going to go straight across, I don't know. But this will take a little while. But I'm happy we've got the weeds all done and dusted out the way. I'm hoping this doesn't use too much fertilizer. We'll just sacrifice a little bit there. I think we will just go up and down. It's harder to see where we've been, but you know, it is what it is. And this bit over here is the area that I keep talking about. Ploughing up, so the other side of this tree, just here, we're going to go up there as a strip. I think that will probably be enough for us grass wise. Yeah, and if we do start to get animals and we're going to need grass and hay and things like that, then maybe we will have to reconsider getting a bigger field on the go. But I will cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, I am going to get this done, guys. It's going to take me a little while. I'll bring you back in when we're nearly done. It's just gone 5 PM, so yeah. Even though it's a summer's day, we will start to lose a little bit of light soon. So hopefully we can get these little bits and bobs done out of the way, and then we need to go up to Bill's, because that has got me intrigued now. Almost done. It didn't actually use as much as what I thought it was going to use, which is pretty nice. So I'm hoping that is both those fields fully fertilised, so we should get our maximum yield off of those. The oats will probably get sold straight away, and the sorghum, I may keep hold of that, but it depends. We'll see what happens. Let's drop this in here. I may leave it on the tractor actually, because I need to tidy up. We'll take the pickup, I think, up to Bill's. Yeah, there's that light shining. Look, what is that? I need to find out what that is. Let's get that shut down. Where's the button? There it is. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. That's better. Right, let's jump in the pickup. Head on up to Bill's. I've been trying to think what it might be, but at the end of the day it could be anything, couldn't it? Film memorabilia. I hope it's something to do with Star Wars. That would be pretty cool. Imagine that if he had C-3PO sat up there. I'd definitely be interested if it's something to do with Star Wars. Oh, it couldn't be, could it? He's got a junkyard. Imagine if it's the fastest junk. No, what is it? Fastest heap of junk in the galaxy. Talking about the Millennium Falcon. If you're not Star Wars fans, surely not that. Anyway, let's get up there. It won't take us long. I don't even think he's going to be here by the sound of it. He just said, you know, have a look round. You'll know exactly what it is. You won't be able to miss it. And feel free to jump in it and have a go. So again, not sure what that's all about. But we'll see what happens. So I wish you'd do some sort of proper track to this place, but there's the entrance over there. Just about see it through the bushes. Right, now what are we supposed to be looking for? Let's park over here. I don't think it's anything. That is all things that we've seen before. All of that. None of this looks any different. That's obviously where the silo was. I wouldn't have thought he'd hidden it away. He said you'll be able to see it, so I don't know what it is. What the? Look at that! It's the car from the Flintstones. Oh my god. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh man, we've got to have a go in that. Look at that. Surely, well, there's no engine in it. Oh, have you got to do... You must have to do the proper... With the legs. Yeah. Oh, we're off. Oh, I don't know if I've got the strength and stamina for this. We're off though. We'll go out this way. There's a little button there. What is that? That's the horn. How mad is that? Look at this. This is brilliant. It's hurting my legs though, I must admit. I just had a thought. How do we stop this? I don't know how we stop it. I'm getting a little bit worried. Because we're gonna hit something. How do we stop? Oh no, I can't stop. I can't stop.